Hey friends, welcome back to my studio. I'm going to paint a blue jay. I'll link this reference photo in the video's description. It's got a big peanut in its mouth, and I love that you can see the feather patterns on the back. I'm going to paint it on a 5" by 5" cradled wood panel, 1.5" thick. I've got clear gesso on it. I'm going to use primary colors. Okay guys, let's have some fun. Let's set the table. I'm using colors I use quite a bit. I call them primaries, even though the yellow is not quite a primary yellow and this isn't quite a primary red. Cad Yellow Medium Hue, Quinacridone Magenta, Phthalo Blue Green Shade. They're all Liquitex basics except for the Phthalo Blue Green Shade is a heavy body. Mars Black and Titanium White. I mixed a brown. I always mix in orange, so more yellow than quinacridone, and then just slowly add a little bit of black. The black's really strong. And then you can add more red to it to make it rustier, or add more yellow to it to make it a more yellow brown. And then the green, gosh, I don't even, this is 2 days later from when I started this, when I opened up, when I introduced the video. That could be just, I think that's got a little blue in it. So a lot of Cad Yellow Medium Hue, just a pinch of blue, and maybe a pinch of Mars Black. Yellow and just a little bit of Mars Black makes a great olive green. I'm using a number 4 round from Royal and Langnickel. And I'm being kind of hard on it because scrubbing like that. And I don't know if my background's too busy, if I like it. My blue jay, you know what I need to do is put some blue in there. My blue jay is going to be blue. That just popped into my head. So I'm going to thin it out. One, it'll dry down darker and more of the background will show through. So let's see, here's my reference photo. That doesn't have any blue in the background. You know, I always forget with portraits that you can get away with just about anything. Because it's a portrait of a blue jay with a peanut in its mouth. I'm still gonna, so I just did those kind of marks. I mean, I did a lot more of them. I scrubbed. I don't know if I want any up there. Maybe I'm gonna put some up there anyway. A lot of times, like with this, I just smear with my finger. So I think that just made the background busier. But it might help tie in with the painting. That's all I'm thinking. Okay, we'll give you a closer shot. I don't know. The swirls were fun to paint, but I don't know if I like them. But the other thing that happens to me, gosh, 95% of the time is I don't like the background until after I get the painting going. And I can change it. I can change it after I get the bird going and see what I think. I'm going to put a little blue over here. Okay, my only other thought is I could do a straight up phthalo blue green shade bird. I think they kind of have, like right here, even in the photograph. I don't know if you can see it in the stream because everything shifts colors, but that looks a little more purple right there. Maybe I'll, the only thing I might do is just make just like a little bit of quinacridone and some phthalo blue. But really, I might just, here, let's do this instead of using my brush. Oh, that's dirty white. So if you grab white from the same spot, then you can grab clean white from the opposite side of the pile. Sometimes I'm good about that and sometimes I'm not. Well, that would make it really bright too and bring it forward. You know, more muted colors in the background. Oh, I did mix a gray brown, mostly gray, so that I could, I put it right here. I think that might be the only place. I'm thinking I might do a straight up phthalo blue jay. Okay, guys, I'll be back in a bit. Let's chat for a minute. I've used a #1 round from Princeton for the eye, the beak. I think I did, this is a day or two later, I think I did for the peanut, the face, and then I did paint in all these little darker areas on the wings so I don't lose them. You can paint the wings and then add the darker things. Acrylics are really forgiving. But I did that for that reason. Oh, and I painted them kind of a light yellow because I'm going to come back and add some white. The eye is almost done. So I had painted it that purple color, kind of a medium purple, and let it dry. And then I rimmed it with some black. And then I put in, let's see, I put in, oh, I can't even remember. I think I put in the blackish or blue black, and then I added a little blue there. And I think it doesn't have a highlight here. What? Sorry about my arm. It doesn't have a bright highlight in it in the reference photo, but a lot of times I'll put one in. Oh, was that too quick? That might have been too quick. I linked the reference photo in this video's description. There's my big arm again. But a lot of times if I put a white or almost white highlight in it, I don't know, it just kind of brings the eye to life. So I'm rolling it so I wipe off some of the paint, and I'm going to just pick up a little paint on the end. Oh, I think we can just put it pretty much anywhere on top of that purple. We'll see how that looks when it dries. As you can see, I put some purple blue in here, and then I have more straight up phthalo blue here. I'm not sure, you know, I kind of feel like maybe a little yellow. I feel like it needs a little bit more of a highlight than I have. Maybe if I just kind of grab, it could be because my background isn't real light or real dark. I tend to go one way or the other with my background. This might help it feel a little rounder, have a little more sun. I'm just kind of swiping because I can't feel when it's going to hit the canvas. Yeah, I think that it might dry down too dark. I might need to do this again. Just kind of help it feel a little more in the sunlight. I could also add some dark. Oh, I think I like that better already. There's another brush I used, and it's not really wasn't big enough. Well, that's not accurate. It wasn't as big as I wanted. It's an angle brush. It's from Royal and Langnickel, 1/4 inch. It's a nice brush. It was good size for the head. You know what? It'll probably, as I do that, it'll probably be fine. I was thinking a bigger brush because this is taking me a lot longer than other bird paintings because there's all this detail. Even though I'm not being real neat about the detail. Here's an example, like a chickadee. much more simple. You know, dark top. Of course, the nest is simple too. There's a lot more detail in this one, especially with the peanut, but I love the peanut. Okay, I think I'll just continue using this brush. Use whatever you have in your studio. And I don't know if we need to talk. If you want, you can leave a comment if you want me to, if you have a question about the palette. But this is just a little bit of yellow and a lot of white, and I did put a little bit of this light yellow brown color in it occasionally. I did shift the color of the stripes on the feathers. It'll help it look more interesting and maybe even more real. And I'll be able to glaze, I think. Here, let's see if we can do that. So I'm going to add some water so it's thin. You could add matte. I like matte medium. You could add gloss medium. It just makes it look glossy. And I either photograph or scan my paintings in. So these two, this one's pretty dark. Oh, nope, that's covering. There must be white in there. I'm gonna kind of wash it off. There we go. Oops, I got a little messy. Probably be easier if I used a clean brush. Well, there, I'm kind of liking that, how that looks. We'll see how it dries. I'm gonna take another brush and just kind of clean it, see if I can wash it off a little bit up here. Even if it dries a little bit, if you're quick enough, it'll come up. And I don't know if that was too much, too small to see. Hopefully it wasn't. But you get the idea as I talk about it as I do it. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna like that. That's just straight up phthalo blue. I've got it. I must have a little bit of, oh, I know I do have a little white in there. So I just needed a little more water. Okay, hopefully, oh, I did paint on the bottom, and it just kind of is gonna disappear because it'll sit. Or even if they hang it on the wall, if they hang it up high, they'll only see, here, let's see if I can kind of show you. It'll kind of look like that. So by the time I'm done painting it, it'll be totally fine. There's nothing else on the other sides. Okay, guys. Hopefully some of those comments help a bit. I'll be back. I'm calling it done. I like it. I did not like that background till it got close to the end. I did put just a little bit more blue in it, but I don't know if it needs it. I don't know if you can tell, but like this part right here is white with a couple layers, and I left this kind of yellow brownish. You can't see them all in the reference photo. Oh, here comes my big arm again. They're blown out white. I don't know if there's any other comments. You know, I don't know if I said, but the peanut, I just have like white blobs on top of a slightly darker area. And it'll say peanut, and I have like kind of indicated a little bit some of the ridges or dimples. I don't know what you call those. It says peanut. Oh, maybe I think that'll be the title. We'll call this Blue Jay Peanut. Gosh, it took me at least 5 hours, if not longer. But even though it's loose, or kind of loose-ish, I kept messing with the details. I do like that I painted this kind of purple, but not as purple as the face, and then I came back with a little bit of blue. But then like I have the phthalo blue and white more in these areas. I think that's kind of fun. With a little bit of purple in some of the shadows. Just kind of shifting the color. Okay, let's do a screenshot. See if I can get it halfway square. and we'll do a tour. As I've probably, oops, I can't tell if I'm, as I've probably said before, really cute reference photo. Let me know if you give this one a try. And see, that works, even though I didn't talk about the tail feathers as much. Okay, guys, so fun to hang out with you. I just love it. I hope you enjoy it too. I super appreciate your support. I couldn't do this without all of you. Great big, oh here, I like this better maybe. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.